Absolutely.
Crew's getting antsy.
Maybe
Still
we're cutting
kicking,
them
eh?
loose.
What'll it be? There's plenty of
No word from the Animancers?
Not a thing. Fresh
Race you to the
fish!
coral.
No contest.
What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a stranger.
Keeping out of trouble?
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain. A noble bearing all around. Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish. I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's eye, so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
You walked out on a tab, Rigere, nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby. Do I know ships? She asks. I know every vessel on these waters. Every one, from the galleon to the... Every one of them, madam. You have enemies? These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess. You see how fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard, she has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have... none. I flounder here until the debt is paid. A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing. The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all. You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, madam, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With explosives, for certain. Norgund, in the Kraken's eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it? Kue, don't tell me Rigere has earned your pity. That won't last. I do appreciate what you have done for me. So, if you will vouch for Rigere, I will lower the fine. 300 pieces will cover what he owes at the tavern. Something you wanted? Diverus? Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Arasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
Keeping out of trouble?
Hey. What's gnawing you? What do you need?
Watcher, tell me what's on your mind. They're there in my head when I sleep, and sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul. I'm glad we talked.
Yeah?
You look like you have something on your mind. I'd heard Deadfire had a pirate problem, but I had no idea how large it was. Or how fashionable. Still, the only thing more dangerous than a unified pirate nation is one at war with itself. I worry about who will be caught in their crossfire.
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, Benworth will finish his repairs and pull anchor. Bailey and me, Captain Aldee's couple of them thought he might be better sailing elsewhere and left in the night. They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my... Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack, but if not cracking, what? Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up an invite. Aye, Captain. Looking the part in this case means I don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be if the wrong person catches you flying it. Well, Principe Nekitaka's black market. If there be a Principe flag for sale, it'll be there. Mark it up and relocates every so often to avoid the royal guard. I'm all ears, Captain. Later.
Yeah?
Happy to oblige.
How may I help?
Captain?
May Amira's winds blow sweet.
I see the wits of their eyes.
What can I do you for?
Ahoy. Only takes a finger to blow her away.
Yes?
What do you need?
Happy to oblige. Lavaru Beyonce.
Yes?
What can I do?
Yeah?
Can't make a dent.
Never you mind that, miss. I'll land the next one.
feel weak.
Watch me work. I'll be cleaving it to the brisket. Ahoy. Watch me work. That ain't my thing, savvy?
Oh?
What can I do you for? Lavru, be on seek.
Very well.
Yeah? This thing isn't doing the job.
Yeah? Arthik, Worthen, Roth!
Ahoy. Nightcap.
Hey.
That hardly seems fair.
Take this. Yes.
Yeah?
What for,
Lavru, be
Cap?
on seek.
Only takes a finger to blow her away.
Aye?
What can I do?
Tell me. I shall deal with this one.
Yeah?
What can I do? Yeah! That's for my friends.
Ahoy! Out my wheelhouse, friend. I've been cleaving it to the brisket.
Hmm? Here we go. Yes? No mercy!
Captain? I'll be more than
Hey.
half-handy, are?
As you wish.
Yes? Yeah! Got to keep the lad on his feet.
Ahoy! I'll be chopping you to chum, chum.
Can't make a dent.
I'm here.
Yeah?
Oh? Ah!
Of course. Not a sound.
Let's take a look.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000,000 bells ringing all at once. You are alone. And then, you are not. An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the Beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Bareth dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Magran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the Pallid Knight from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Wodica stares at you down her long nose.
I would destroy it all in the blink of your wide eye if I believed it would benefit me. Empires can be rebuilt. Souls can be reforged. Do not forget it.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Mogren looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide. Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wetica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice. The pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Mogren grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Mogren stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
The pallid knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Mogren's direction.
Mogren speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wotica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The pallid knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the pallid knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Watcher, tell me what's on your mind? Sure thing, Watcher.
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
You look like you have something on your mind.
I got time.